So, anxiety and panic attacks is like Batman. I remember picking up that philosophy of Batman back in the day, and pretty much what I skimmed through of it is Batman becomes his greatest fear. He fears the bat, and what does he do? He ends up becoming his greatest fear. That's how he becomes the Batman. And, that's a dramatic kind of way put of what anxiety is. All anxiety is you oppressing different aspects of yourself and needing to start the journey of getting back into alignment with who you are. Stop oppressing, stop denying different aspects of yourself for, the validations of others. Get more internal instead of, outwardly looking for identity and validation. So I remember when I was having really bad panic attacks, this was back in the day, I was going through different processes, different changes in my life, and I was trying to run away from them like we all do. And what ended up happening was all that started to get built up, and I had one of my first big panic attacks. And it was just me not listening to my voice. And I think the more that you start to align with your voice, your truth, what is going on inside of you, instead of abandoning it, and not listening to it, that's when you really start the journey of self-acceptance, self-growth, all that stuff. It begins when you start to listen to what's going on with your body. When you have a no come up, you feel that you don't want something, you don't want to be somewhere, you don't want to put up with something. But on the outside, you're denying that, you're suppressing, you're putting on a smile or saying yes to something that you don't want. That's just more of the anxiety that's coming. You stop having panic attacks and anxiety. Nothing's perfect. You're going to be in situations where you're going to be triggered. That's part of growing. You never stop growing. But you get to a point where the more that you listen to who you are, your authentic self, the less that you're going to have a resistance to what's going on inside you, and the less likely that your emotions, your energy is going to be blocked up and build up to this point of having a panic attack or having severe anxiety. Look, you should be lucky. If you're someone that's getting anxiety attack, consider yourself lucky. Because there's people out there that feel this going on inside them, and what they do is they self-medicate. They start taking, they start drinking too much, they start getting in toxic relationships, they start getting in with different prescriptions and drugs that are overwhelming their brain chemistry, to where they're not listening, they're not able to listen to that inner voice that's going on. And so they're going down a bad path. But since they're triggering their dopamine and their serotonin, they're not getting the red flags. They're not listening. It's like you begin to see your, emotions and your feelings as part of your inner compass to keep you going in the right direction. It's your best friend. All of that is your best friend. It's like you would want a fear response. If a bear jumped out, you would want all the adrenaline to get away or to act appropriately in that situation. That's the same with your anxiety, It's just something that you have to listen to. And the more that you listen to it, the more that you become in tune with who you are, the more that you are going to get your inner power back.